How often do you go out with friends? Well, I like going out with friends. I like spending time with them. Even though the most of the day we are together at school, I also like going out with them, drinking something or eating something with them, and discussing the things that we didn't discuss at class. Tell me about your best friend at school. Well, it's a funny thing because I know her for 3 years, but it's like I have known her I've known her many years ago. Her name is Casey. She's a really funny girl. She smiles all the time. She's very sweet. She always gives me the sense of love, friendship, and I feel really, how can I say, relaxed when I'm with her. I can discuss everything with her, and I really consider her best friend and like a sister for me. How friendly are you with your neighbors? Why? Well, to be honest, I'm not really friendly with my neighbors. I don't really know all of them, and I just say to them hello, good morning or good night. That's all. Which is more important to you, friends or family? Of course, for me it's family. Family comes first. Is the most important thing and plays a vital role in my life, in my education, and it's because of them is what I am today, and the education that I've received, the love and everything from them. Part 2, describe a writer you would like to meet. You should say who the writer is, what you know about this writer already, what you would like to find out about him or her, and explain why would you like to meet this writer. Well, the writer that I have always wanted to meet is Joanna Rowling, or best known as J.K. Rowling. She is a British novelist and the creator of the world-famous Harry Potter series, who have influence in millions of children all around the world. What I know about her is that besides a writer, she is a screenwriter, film producer, and a researcher. What I would like to find out about her, two things: her daily life routines and interests. How her day is, what she does, and what are her hobbies, and what she likes to do during the day. And another thing is I'd like to discuss with her her writing career, what's her plan on writing more fantasy book for children, and what motivates her to write. And why I would like to meet this writer, like I said before, I really want to meet her because she's my childhood hero. Her books really helped me to develop my imagination, and I consider her a living legend, and I really want to meet her. Part 3, what kinds of books are most popular with children in your country? What do you think that is? To be honest, children in my country really don't like to read books, but the ones that like, they like books, adventure books, because children are very, or they really like to search. They are always in research of new things, and these adventurous books help them to develop their imagination, and I think that it's a great part, a beautiful part in their childhood. Why do you think some children do not read books very often? I think that because of technology. Children nowadays are very addicted and interested in watching TV or playing video games or surfing the net that in reading books, and in my opinion this is not a good thing, because in a way it affects their education and also their health, because staying for many hours in front of the TV or in front of the telephone harms them or have a bad effect in their health, physical and mental health. How do you think children can be encouraged to read more? It depends on the children, because children are very different from the others, and if they don't want to read, if they are not interested, that's over, there's nothing to do about it. But another way is to explain them the importance of reading books, to explain them that it's not, how can I say, it's not disturbing reading books. It can be very funny, it develops their imagination, they can learn new things that they can learn in TV or in the internet. Are there any occasions when reading at speed is a useful skill to have? What are they? Reading, it depends. For example, I'm not a person that reads at speed, but there are many people that have this skill, and well, I think it's a useful skill if it's a useful skill and depends on people. For example, for me it's not useful because I can't understand what I'm reading, or I can't in a way enter at that world or understand the story or anything else if I read in very quickly. But there are people that have this skill, and like I said, it depends. Are there any jobs where people need to read a lot? What are they? I think that every job has the need to that people should read. For example, doctors. Every time in every situation, for example, it comes a new situation for them, a situation that they don't know or they haven't faced it before. And books can help them to find out more of that problem and to find a cure for it. Do you think that reading novels is more interesting than reading factual books? Why is that? I think that both of them have their importance. For example, novels are interesting because they describe stories or people, and they help to develop our horizon or our way of expressing or opinionating. So in a way they enrich our vocabulary. And factual books, they give facts. They are important because they can help us, I don't know, for example, in our career or every time. It depends. Nowadays children really don't spend much time with their parents. They are often playing video games or surfing the net, or prefer to spend some time with their friends than with their parents. And I think that the time is not enough because they don't really realize the importance to be with your parents and to spend time with them. Because when you grow up and, for example, someone will ask you about some memories that you have with your parents, you won't say anything, because the only thing that you can remember is just that you spend sometimes doing something else but not spending time with your parents. How important?
Have the relationship between parents and children changed in recent years?
I think that...
That's the question.
I think yes. Like I said before, nowadays children don't really know the importance to be with their parents. They want to spend time more with their friends and doing something else. And I think that maybe because of the technology that is developing day after day, and nowadays children are very addicted to it, and they think that yes, it's better that I watch something on the TV that talk with my parents, because if I say something to them, they would criticize me or say, look, this is wrong and this is right. It's like they get disturbed by their parents and not realize that if they talk with them and share moments and everything that disturbs them, or if they have problems, they don't realize that in fact parents will help them and not be disturbed for them.
What are the most popular free time activities with children today?
Like I said, playing video games, surfing the net, watching TV, spending time with their friends. Just doing nothing in a way.
Do you think free time activities with children do today are good for their health?
No, because if you stay all your free time, let's say in front of the TV or in front of a phone, this is not good for your health, especially for your eyes, but also physical health, but also mental health.
How do you think children's activities will change in the future?
I think that it will get worse in a way that technology is developing day after day, and if we see nowadays that little babies know how to use a cell phone, and with the technology that is developing in the future it will get worse, and the only activity for them will be just related to the technology.
Thank you. That's the end of the test.